going on, Jerome's? So, of course, we love to take a look at other people's mock drafts, especially noted draft experts. And NFL.com has himself a phenomenal one in Mike Band. Now Mike Band formerly was of the Spielman regime, part of the analytics department there. So he was actually in the war rooms on those draft conversations. So knowing the insides and outs as well as approaching it from an analytics perspective, super interesting. So love his take on things. He did up a mock draft 2.0. Vikings do trade down. They do still select in the first round, so let's get it on. Ward to the Titans, Hunter to the Browns, standard. Abdul Carter to the Giants, Will Campbell to the Patriots, Mason Graham to the Jaguars. So pretty much chalk so far. It's kind of like the NCAA tournament this year. Now I'm just playing. It's actually refreshing to see, I don't know, passing and defense. I've become my old man. It happens. Genty to the Raiders at 6. I love this one because it keeps them away from the Bears. It's good. 7, Armand Bamboo. He and Olu Fashanu, great bookend tackles. I kind of love that. Jelon Walker goes to the Panthers. They're gambling on upside, and he could play some off-ball. He could play some edge rusher as well. Shador Sanders to the Saints. I don't know. I feel like the Saints might just pass on quarterback. Just completely lean into the tank and go for Arch Manning next year. But Shador, I feel like a team in turmoil, I feel like he could have the leadership to lead him out of it. It's possible. Also playing inside, I think is going to be great for Shador. Tyler Warren to the Bears. A little bit surprising since they have 17,000 tight ends. Michael Williams to the 49ers as they look to rebuild on the edge. And then Tet to the Cowboys. I guess maybe you could see a Marion Hampton here, but Dak needs a tall receiver. Will Johnson to the Dolphins. Since apparently they're trading Jalen Ramsey, they take Will Johnson. I think that's a great fit there. Josh Simmons bolstering up the tackle spots for the Colts. Mike Green to the Falcons. They just need any form of pass rush possible. Yes, Kenneth Grant to the Cardinals. I kind of like Kenneth Grant in this spot. So Kenneth Grant, Darius Robinson and company patrolling things along that Cardinals D-line. It's good to go. Shamar Stewart to the Bengals. They need to roll the dice. And Stewart certainly is a gamble, low floor, high ceiling, but the Bengals get after things there. Gray Zabel, I love Gray Zabel a lot, and I think that it's certainly possible and plausible that he goes to Seattle at 18 as they need a ton of help along the offensive line. Hadi Campbell goes to the Buccaneers. Hampton goes to the Broncos. I'm not going to lie, that's a lot of power, and I think that the Deuce McAllister comps are apt, which is ironic because of stupid-ass Sean Payton. Yeah, Derek Harmon goes to the Steelers. This is the height of amazingness because we've comped Derek Harmon to Cameron Hayward quite a bit throughout this process, and now they just get his clone. It's kind of awesome. Colson Loveland goes to the Chargers. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Michigan to Michigan reunited. Jahdae Barron goes to the Packers. I feel like once they do this, they're going to cut Jair Alexander. And Barron can be a jack-of-all-trades defensive back for the Packers. I think it's a smart move, even for the stupid Packers. 24, so the Chiefs come up and get Kelvin Banks Jr. I think that the Chiefs trading up from 31 for an offensive tackle is a lot more likely than a team trading up for whichever quarterback's left over. Trade chart-wise, the Chiefs have an extra second-round pick from the Titans because of the second pick of the third round from L'Jarius Sneed tag and trade. The Vikings at 24 is worth 740 points on the old school chart. The Chiefs 31 plus their third round pick 95 and the fourth round pick 133 would tally up to 760. Now, obviously, ideally, it would be nice to get 63 or 66, but sort of is what it is, right? And the Vikings trade down to 31, and there are some really good names left on the board. Kelvin Banks will be one. Walter Nolan, Malachi Starks, LB3, Egbuka, Tyler Booker, Nick Emenwari are still on board, but is what it is. Egbuka goes to the Texans as they need help at receiver. Lost Diggs, Tank Dell, probably going to be missing this entire season. Hopefully he heals up soon. Matthew Golden, speed to go with Puka and Devontae Adams, as well as Donovan goes to the Ravens. How did they just sit in the back end of the first round and just get front seven dudes all over again, man? Tyler Booker, this is a really bad pairing. Bad as in bad for us, because Tyler Booker is going to whoop somebody's ass, and adding him to the Lions' offensive line, I hate it, man. The Commies getting Emenwari. I think that's a fantastic piece for the back end of Dan Quinn's defense. And then 30 got Malachi Starks patrolling the back end of that defense for the Bills. Actually, just playing all over the place, Brian Branch style. And then 31, the Vikings getting Maxwell Hairston. The Browns trading up with the Eagles to get Jackson Dart. So this is what Band wrote about Hairston. The analytically minded Kwesi Adofo-Mensah tracks down to recoup capital for a front office that currently holds a league-low 4 picks. Hairston turned heads at the combine with a 4.2840, or reaching a top speed of 24.25 miles per hour, which is good. Both the best marks of any prospect in this year's class, according to Next Gen Stats. His elite speed and upside make him a strong fit in Brian Flores' aggressive, man-heavy scheme. And Hairston, so I know that Hairston was the workout warrior, and that's putting him into a first-round conversation, but I don't know. Like, Hairston, but I love Trey Amos. I love Siobhan Ravel. I really, really like Morrison. So, I don't know. But in terms of Hairston, so 2024 had a shoulder injury that cost him the bulk of the season. 2023 was his breakout year as a sophomore. 5 picks, 85.3 PFF coverage grade, 67.5 quarterback rating when thrown at, which is, he's not really about that tackling life, which is something that you're going to have to get over, which is kind of unfortunate. But, of course, combine-wise, great speed, great explosiveness as well. 39.5-inch vert, 10-foot broad jump. It's good to go. His scouting report lands early on NFL.com. Slender outside cornerback with long arms and impressive ball production. Hairston is capable of playing all forms of zone and man coverage. He anticipates well with his eyes forward and has the burst to take the ball away, posting 6 interceptions, 3 return for touchdowns over his last 20 games. He stays connected to man coverage with good agility and fluidity, but does need to do a better job locating the football downfield. He will struggle to contest big wideouts, and his run support will turn off some teams. Hairston has the athleticism and on-ball talent to become a starter, but he needs to prove he can hold up against the rigors and physicality of the NFL game. So there is some physical concerns, yes. Lack of tackling, yes, but ball production is legit. Plus the fact that there's distinct breakdowns of the corners in this year's class. Like Amos and Ravel, man-to-man guys. Imagine Morrison, Will Johnson, more zone guys. Hairston is both. All right, so I think that could be appealing. And can you teach tackling? Can you teach physicality? I guess we're going to find out. But overall, if the Vikings came away, again, I know it would be great to end up with 63 and 66, but if they end up with 95 and 133, maybe it's a spot too where the Vikings include some of their 2026 capital, since they're linked up to have some comp picks in 2026. So maybe it's 24 and a future 4th for 31 and 63. I think that could be palatable. But either way, if Vikings trade down, gave some more capital, I like what we're talking about here. But your thoughts are thoughts. Mike Band Mock Draft 2.0. Vikings trade down with the Chiefs. Still get a elite cornerback who needs to learn how to tackle. Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you know to do. Skol, production value.